right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we're the brothers out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. This is a GMS Godspeed lesson. All right, first and foremost, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that pushing out this truth and sincerity, all right? Coming at y'all with a quick lesson, all right, and this is going to be centered around really younger brothers and dealing with a foundation and, you know, growing organically, you know, because the spirit that brothers were speaking on just a few minutes ago at camp is basically just kind of cultivating the young brothers to basically, you know, deal with the basics and not get too ahead of themselves, you know, because a lot of Israelites, all right, they like to basically cram, you know, it's like a cram course, you know, where they're trying to basically get all this information in 1 hour, you know, and trying to, you know, basically, you know, come up on a level and you know, but it's not organic. So you want to actually grow on your own pace, you know, and not try to rush. You know, when brothers were going into it, you know, I was thinking, you know, because brothers always compare it to running. It's kind of like a treadmill. You know, if you're on a treadmill and you go above, you go on top speed, you're gonna fall off the damn treadmill. You know, so a treadmill is a good pace keeper because you can't, you know, first of all, if you go too slow on the treadmill, if you're walking, then you're not gonna get any exercise. You're not gonna get any benefit out of it. But if you put it at an appropriate level, then you can adjust the treadmill to your appropriate speed. You know. All right, so brothers can bring out whatever they got.
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 11.
That's the spirit.
It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong.
Yeah. So the race is not given to the swift, okay? Because, you know, as we always bring out, as brothers always make the point, is that when you sprint, right? If you sprint, then you're gonna tire yourself out. You know, if anyone who's ever done track or any type of sports, okay, then you'll know, like when you're in a game running and you're just sprinting, you're not gonna be able to last throughout the first quarter. Okay, you're not gonna be able to, you know, even running track. Sprinters, they can't. Sprinters is a short race. And this is a long-term race, okay? So this is a marathon, as brothers always say. So pace yourself, you know. Brothers can, you know, chime in too.
Yeah, it's not a 100-yard dash or a 200-yard dash, you know, where it's a quick hit, you know. Yep. You have to pace yourself for, one of the fruits of the spirit, long suffering. Yep. You know, so you have to practice that, you know, and set your mindset up forward. Of course, we want the kingdom now. We want things to happen now, but we got to understand that our timing is different from Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shah time, you know. So of course we have to try to pace ourselves. Like the brother was saying, don't go too slow. You know, don't try to do more than what you can. Just let the spirit flow. You know, you always come out better. Hey, some of the best lessons be when the spirit just flow.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly right.
Con, that was it. You want to read that again and close it out?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. This is Ecclesiastes 9:11. It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the...
No, my bad. Slack. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happening to them all.
Yeah, so it's all, basically what it's saying is it's all through the spirit, okay? It's not about, you know, basically showing off what you know. It's not about, you know, your physical stature or you know, all how you look, you know, if you're handsome, none of that. Time and chance happening to all men. So every man that comes across this word is in their hands according to the spirit. Ultimately, it all boils down to whether they are the elect or not. You know?
That's right.
Brothers can bring out whatever. Yeah.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. And Jake, like I said, Jake want to get it all at one time. the Lord ain't working like that. You know, the Lord is going to work. He's going to sup with you in due time, and the manifestation is going to be given to you too, as long as you just stay in the spirit. Because like the brother says, long suffering, you got patience, you got things going on in your personal life too that can make distract you from the truth, or can make you go harder than the truth. So, in the spirit, the Lord, the Lord have it to where like, yeah, it is Satan
Right in front of you.
Yeah.
Tire blew out.
The Lord have it to where like, you're gonna get it in due time. It's just patience. You know, the Lord showed mercy to whom He have mercy on. It's not given to the swift in His marathon, like the Lord said.
God, yeah, that's right. You know, it's you gotta study so that the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai will sup with you. Okay, you know, because that's what it's all about. You want to actually, you know, go into these things. You know, like the brother was making a good point at camp. You know, before you ask questions, you know, before you ask certain things, have you taken the time to look it up on your own? And that goes into studying to show yourself approved. Because have you actually tried to you know, seek it for yourself before asking someone to give it to you? And I got something real quick. This is Acts 8:30. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, "Understandest what thou readest?" And he said, "How can I, except some man should guide me?" And he desired Philip that he should come and sit with them. Yeah, so ultimately we do have teachers and guides to you know, coach us in the spirit, to cultivate us, you know, but you know, the scriptures say work out your own salvation. You know, so it's a balance. You are relying on brothers for breakdowns and certain knowledge, you know, but you know, you can't rely on them for your own salvation. Okay, right. You actually have to, you know, work for yourself.
Right.
You know, it's like being on a team, and you know, you're on a good basketball team, but you ain't got the skills yourself. Mm-hmm. So you're relying on other players, you know, to win the game. Meanwhile, you're not working on your own self. But even by working on your own self, you're bettering the team.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, perfect example. If just say that one of the top players go out in that fourth quarter, and then you in the game, and then it comes down to you performing the baby steps that you should have been, you know, performing, like what? A free throw.
Yep.
Game come down to the line, and then they fire you. You got to go on the line and shoot the free throw. Well, that's something that you just practice on your own. Yeah. Shoot your own free throws, you know. Here it is. You either gonna win the game or lose the game. See, but if you've been practicing it, you know, imagining the pressure from the game, bam, you. So it's the same thing. So perfect example. Yeah, I got some. This is 1 Peter 1 and 2. It says, "As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby."
Because you got to apply the scriptures too. And you want to start off with the milk, knowing who you are, knowing who your Heavenly Father is, knowing who Israelites is, and so on and so forth. Those are the bases that you need to build on top of the foundation. That's the foundation right there, because without the foundation, the house that you build is not going to be steady.
That's right.
Whatever you build is not going to be steady. You got to count the cost too. You know, you got it.
It says, "As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby."
That desire the milk, so you may grow thereby. So you don't want to, like brothers mentioned at camp before, be the jack of all trades, but not mastering one of them. You know, you don't want to be a novice forever. The scriptures speak about a novice. So you want to learn on the teachers. You want to be in season with anything that you do within this truth.
Right. Yep. You got any more on that one?
Nah, that was it.
Got some
Let's see. This is Hebrews 12:1. It says, wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doeth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
Yeah, we got a great cloud of witnesses, meaning we got the angels of the Lord, we got the Heavenly Father and His Son first and foremost watching us, and you got brothers that's watching us, and you got people throughout the four corners of the earth that view into the YouTube and live streams and recordings that watches us. Plus, we got our own life, we got our own sins and problems, but at the same time, we still got to endure that race by standing these scriptures the best way we can. Learn at your own pace, you know. The ability, stay within the times, knowing what the elders say, because it says it speaks about being in the company of the elders too.
Right. Was that it on that?
Yeah.
I got this real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 9. We can close up on this, John. 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Okay, and that word temperate means self-control. You know, and so we all running, but there's only one prize. You know, and in this case, each and every individual man gets the same prize.
That's right.
You know, and it's just a matter of finishing. It's not about who finishes first, who finishes last. This is a race of endurance. This is a race of, like I said, everyone that crosses that finish line is going to get that same prize. You know? So I'm going to read it one more time. 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. So hey, you gotta want this thing, man. You know, you gotta run. It says run, not walk, not jog. Okay? You know, run at a good speed that's good for you. You know? It doesn't say sprint either. Okay? And every man that striveth for mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Yeah, and you know, this is talking about, you know, this is in verse 24, it's basically comparing it to a real race where only one man gets the prize. But it says in 25, it says, now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown. So yeah, these races these physical races where one man gets the prize, he gets, you know, a gold, you know, the Olympic gold chain. Usain Bolt, you know, he gets a big gold medallion, but that's it. You know, but it says, but we an incorruptible. You know, because ours is what? Eternal. It's the heaven. It's the heaven.
That's right.
The kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainty, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. All right, you know, beating the air like someone that's just boxing. You know, you just beating the air, wearing yourself out. It says, verse 27, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's about bringing our members under subjection, you know, and growing, you know, on an individual level, you know, and relying on the body at the same time, you know. So that's, you know, pretty much it. All right, we'll close that. If y'all brothers had any closing points, sir.
Nah, I think that was it. We hit the point. That's it.
All right, so we're going to close out by giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Double honors to our elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom.
Shalom.